Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina. We stay in the great state. We went to Charlotte last week. We go a couple cities over to Rockingham for this iconic short track. I think it's a short track. It's a very difficult track. It's a fan favorite. Fans love it. The drivers kind of love it. But let's waste no more time and get through the starting lineup. For the second week in a row, your pole sitter is Flandre Wilson. To her outside is Caleb Blaine. In row 2 is Patrick Kamitz and Neil Dick. Row 3 is Kellen Short and Carlson Vevelst. In row 4 is Riley Smith and Dan Sedgwick. Row 5 is Angel Gutierrez and Montana Sherman. I think that's row 5. Is it? Yeah, it is. Row 6 is Mark Evans and S.T. Craig. Row 7 is Ronnie Martin and Purab Srivastava. Row 8 is Anton Alvarez and Geoff Jordan. Row 9 is Jackson Main and Peter Lane. Row 10 is Sierra Reno and Rick Parsons, making his second start of the season. In row 11 is Ezekiel Garcia Ball and Skippy Larson. In row 12 is Nelson Reeves and Alex Davidson. Row 13, I believe, is Willie Costa making his first start of the season. And Tony Santori Jr. starting to his outside. Row 14 is Mark Guerrero and Luke Evans making his first start. Row 15, I believe, is Logan Poharchik. I will someday figure out how to say that name. And to his outside, Jason Main. And then in row 16 is last week's winner, Kurt Perkins. He absolutely dominated the field. And to his outside is Doge Porkington. Row 17 is Kyler Sustry, his teammate, Perkins' teammate. And to his outside, Fleet Cruz. And row 18 is Leroy Conwell and Jonathan Marks. Won this race 2 years ago, I believe. Row 19 is Karen Zips making their first start of the season. And to their outside, I think it's a he, is Dick Patrick. In row 20 is Michael Parsons and Tegan Fox. And in the final row, Ryan Scarrett. And starting last is your defending winner, Aline McThydig, starting all the way at the back. Let's waste no further time and get through the starting lineup. Or excuse me, get the show on the road.
Drivers, start your engine!
Someone blow up already? Oh, Flandre. Jerry, can we reset? That's the first reset of the season.
Drivers, start!
Drivers, to your cars.
Alright, and now the cars are rolling. Here at Rockingham. 42 of them taking this very fun and interesting track. Pace car pulls in. Flandre Wilson, Caleb Lane, side by side to lead the field to green. 118 laps here at Rockingham. We're underway. And Wilson gets a great jump on the inside line, and she's starting to pull away from Lane as Lane moves down to the inside to block Kamitz, but Kamitz is already looking to get by the 46 into turn 3. That's a very quick lap here, and here comes Wilson to complete lap number 1. Battle for second now developing with Kamitz, Caleb Lane, and Kellen Short also being involved in that. Smith clears for 5th behind. Mark Evans making up some ground. He's up to 6th place, I think. That might not be 5th. No, it is 6th place. Gutierrez will slot in 7th, and we're 3 wide behind, and it looks like we already had someone some sort of collision or something that didn't bring out the caution, interestingly enough. What happened? I don't remember seeing that smoke on the front stretch. Where were the tire marks exactly? Everybody passed by them. But the smoke will definitely help. Oh, it was a bit of a scuffle in the mid-pack, I think. It was Riley Smith, Rick Parsons. Maybe Willie Costa? So it was S.T. Craig coming off the outside wall right there. Hit the outside wall and gets into Jordan and Peter Lane. Lane makes an incredible save, though. He keeps it under control. And because of that, we stay green. No one went around. Like it's 4 wide for a second right there. That's very scary. Everybody manages to keep it under control, so very impressive driving right there. 4 wide going into the corner. How did nobody die? That's impressive. These drivers keeping control of their cars, very impressive. But Guerrero did held up a ton of cars on the inside line right there. And so with Peter Lane's save, we stay green. With Wandre Wilson still leading, Cam Eats is right behind though, trying to catch up. Cam Eats kind of a short track specialist a bit. He won Richmond last season. He's pretty good at them. Kellen Short into 3rd place. Riley Smith 4th. Mark Evans 5th. Kayla Lane dropped all the way back to 6th place. As it gets a bit single-filed out. Cam Eats has cut the gap down a little bit, so he definitely has a fast number 96 right now. A bit faster compared to Wilson in the 44. He does have the fastest... Never mind, I think. Oh, yes, he does. He does have the fastest time currently, as he continues to cut the gap down bit by bit. Lane getting passed behind for 6th place. That is Gutierrez getting 6th place now. Wilson taking a bit of a middle line right there. Cam Eats going to the inside once again. Cuts the gap down, closing the gap here. Oh, he slides up just a tad bit. Hangs onto it. Wouldn't be shocked if Cam Eats takes the lead here soon. Kind of following the same line there in turn 4 as Wilson does. Still cutting the gap down. Still slowly chipping away there. I feel like he's right there as he peeks down low to the inside. Not enough of a run to make a pass for the lead just yet, but he's getting there. He's all over the back bumper of the 44 here. Here's his chance. He might have a chance here into turn 1. He does. Side by side for the lead. Patrick Cam Eats trying to get it. Wilson trying to hang on, though. And they're side by side coming down the back stretch. Here comes Short, Wilson's teammate, and Cam Eats will be your new leader. First lead change of the day here at Rockingham. As Patrick Cam Eats will lead that lap, but Wilson immediately wants her lead back. Looks down to the inside. There's no room there. Cam Eats will hang on to it. Short slides up to the middle lane. And top 3 kind of pulled away there for a little bit. Wilson still there. Cam Eats hasn't quite pulled away yet. Just trying to stay close is Wilson. That's what she's trying to do. And she's kind of running the same line. Slid up a little bit. But you can kind of use multiple lines here at Rockingham. not just the inside line, and Kamits is starting to pull away here. Found the groove, and now he's pulling away here. Looks like Evans wants to take over 4th place from Riley Smith, and he's going to do that. Gutierrez is going to fall right behind, and Smith is going to fall out of the top 5 possibly. As the green cars are side by side, Alvarez also taking the inside line, and Smith is going to fall all the way back to 7th place. And he'll slot in there. Montana Sherman having a nice run today. He is currently in 8th place. Something happened with Kellen Short here? Why is she suddenly slow? Because Evans has caught up here. Looking to maybe pounce on 3rd place here. Looking for some room. Kamits has started to pull away now as Riley Smith continues to fall back. He's back now to 8th place as Sherman got around him. And Evans gonna make the move right here. Mark Evans hasn't won in a little bit. Hasn't won since 1996 as he gets side by side with the 99. And Mark Evans will now slot into 3rd place. Gutierrez right behind. Very impressive run for the rookie right now. For the rookies in general, 2 of them at least, are doing very fine. Wilson is starting to cut the gap back down, and we may be looking at another battle for the lead here soon. And maybe even including Evans, because Evans looks like he's got a strong car here too. Surprised Riley Smith is 2nd fastest on the leaderboards as he continues to fall back. Still in 8th right now. And now he's grown the lead a little bit. As Short is dropping back. Sherman peeks down to the inside right there. Look at Willie Costa having a strong run here. He's up to 9th place. He hasn't made a race all year so far, although to be fair, it's only been 2 races. But very impressive run for Costa right now as he currently sits 9th and trying to get 8th place here over Riley Smith, and he will do that with Jeff Jordan following right behind him to put Smith into 10th place possibly. No, Smith will hang on for 9th place at least. Sherman trying to get around Short here, trying to get 6th place. Strongest running FBR car right now. I don't know where the others are. Oh, Perkins has made no sort of progress whatsoever. And Sistry has made some progress. He's up to 24th, but Perkins having a terrible run, currently 39th so far at least. As Sherman once again looking to get around another car, put himself into the top 10. Or excuse me, top 5. Montana Sherman. As also looks like Gutierrez has gotten around Evans for 3rd place. And Alvarez will slot into 6th place. Jordan trying to get around Smith here, take over. Oh, and he slaps the wall. And Stravosova will now enter the top 10 because of that. As Riley Smith, just a couple years removed from almost winning the race back in 96, just had a very fast car, but Jonathan Marks had a faster car. It's a very calm start here. Sometimes we usually get a crash or 2 and a caution, but so far, 20 laps in, 20 laps clean as Sherman now looking to take over 4th place here. The run for him continues. And it's a very strong run right now as he's trying to get clear of Evans. Alvarez going with him, trying to get back into the top 5, and he will be able to do that. Montana Sherman did lead a couple laps last week at Charlotte, but got into some pit road troubles, and that ultimately ended up with a terrible finish for him. So good on him for trying to rebound here with a strong run here at Rockingham. It's still Kamits leading, it's still Wilson in 2nd. They just continue to fight for 3rd behind. And Sherman looks like he might get third place here. Wilson has cut the gap down a ton, by the way. And Sherman moves up into third place. Third fastest lap, so yeah, that car definitely has speed here today. And now he'll start to pull away here from Gutierrez, so possibly might become a three-horse race here soon. As K-Mates once again pulls away a little bit. Seems like that's happening a lot. Wilson gains time one lap, K-Mates pulls away, and nothing Wilson can do about it. Sherman is trying to pull away here. He quite can't. He can't quite do that, even with the fast car. I mean, he's pulling away just a tad bit, but not enough to challenge Wilson yet, as Alvarez almost got into the inside of Gutierrez right there. That could have been a bit disastrous. But yeah, I think he's struggling a bit in turns 1 and 2. That's slowing him down. But he's really strong in 3 and 4 compared to Gutierrez as he starts to pull away again. Wilson has cut the gap down just a tad bit again. And now Sherman. It looks like he's figured out turns 1 and 2. He's pulling away. As Costa looks for a top 5 spot, he moves down to the inside, battling Anton Alvarez, and he will easily get that spot. K-Mates grows the gap a bit. It's now a 3-second gap between K-Mates and Sherman here, as Costa moves up into 4th place. Some underdogs here getting some very good runs in. Costa, Gutierrez. I mean, Gutierrez isn't quite an underdog. Costa kinda is. And Sherman, we know what he can do, but hasn't shown that yet this season as he pulls away here. Still far away from the top 2 here. Patrick K-Mates, ever since he took the lead, has led them all so far. Wilson has tried to keep it close at least, but can't quite catch up to the back bumper of that 96 just yet. Cuts the gap a little bit again, but not a big chunk. Checking out the fast leaderboards, nothing has changed. K-Mates still the fastest car on the track right now. Sherman still can't quite pull away from 4th place here. And he's just kind of stalled out for now. Wilson once again cuts the gap down just a tad bit. Are we under caution? Doesn't seem like it. I thought we were for a second. Looked a bit slow in turn 1, but not quite. As you can see, Cruz has completely lost the pack, so... Oh, Neil Dick blows up. 78 just blew his engine, and we'll try to bring it back to the pits. Looks like he will. But Wilson has caught up big time to the back bumper of K-Mates. She's looking for a move to the inside. Can't quite get there. As Dick will bring the car to pit road. Tough luck for Neil Dick in the 78. But yeah, Wilson gained a ton of ground. I'm starting to think something happened with... Oh, we're under caution. Yellow flags are out, and it's because Rick Parsons spun. Let it be known that 3 wide at Rockingham doesn't really work here, especially coming out of turn 4 like it is at Charlotte. And as you can see, Garcia, Ball, and Parsons, they make contact. Rick having once again looking like a strong run here, and as he gets spun, makes a bit of contact with the inside wall. I'm not sure how that's going to affect him. I don't think anybody else gets involved, which is a good thing. I've seen sometimes cars spin way down on the track and then slide up into traffic, but it seems like Parsons does a good job of staying out of contact, as you can see there with Reno and a couple other drivers there. So some good control there. Good car control by Rick Parsons, but very unfortunate for him once again. But the race is not over. Not yet. So with this first caution, I would imagine most people might pit here. Most people are probably going to pit here, as you see. Yes, that is the case. Everybody's coming to pit road. Looks like nobody is staying out now. 78 is out. Neil Dick. As K-Meets leads them all down pit road here. It's a bit of an interesting pit road. It's got a bit of a curve to it. The farther you go down. And K-Meets will... Whoa! Get hit by Wilson there, and uh-oh. It's a bit of trouble for the leaders right there. And that might affect them. It'll be interesting to see, especially Wilson got kind of sort of severe front end damage. Short also has some side damage. That was probably due to hitting the wall. And Sherman is gonna barely beat Alvarez off of pit road, and Montana Sherman will be your new leader. Wilson and K-Meets fell back because of that damage, probably. And Short especially. I don't know where she went, but looks like Montana Sherman has just grabbed the lead off of pit road here. Welcome back to Rockingham. Some drama on pit road right there with Vondre Wilson and Patrick K-Meets making contact, entering their pit stalls, which allowed the rookie, Montana Sherman, to get the lead. As he currently leads the field, Anton Alvarez managed to get second. You can see Wilson got some front-end damage in that collision. And Seji has a mechanical issue going on, so that'll send him to the back of the pack, by the way. We are about to restart after our first caution. Once they cross the line, we will complete 35 laps. Still a long way to go till the end, but Sherman has got a fast car. We'll see if K-Meets and Wilson can keep up the speed that they showed through that first part. As the pace car pulls in, and we will be back underway. Green flag. I think K-Meets still showing that speed right there, trying to get some room on the inside of Costa. And yes, he will. He'll get by Costa quickly here. Gutierrez is also trying to get around the 16. It's only rear end damage for K-Meets, which doesn't affect you as much as it does front end damage, I would say, as Sherman will lead that lap. Alvarez looking for some way to get by here. Something wrong with Costa's car? It looks like he's holding up some of the field here as K-Meets trying to get into third place here over Wilson, who might be affected by the front end damage here. And the 96 will slot to the lead, or excuse me, third place, as Alvarez once again peaks down low. He's looking for the lead. Top two have pulled away here. Costa kind of falling back here a little bit. Alvarez peaks down low once again. He has no room though. And now he slides up into the middle lane. That's going to cost him time, valuable time here. He'll fall back a little bit. Sherman leads another lap. And now a pace car cam. It's fallen into the clutches of K-Meets here as he quickly catches up with the leaders here. Gutierrez getting around Costa as well. Scare it. It's either Costa made a bad setup change or something. Wilson is still hanging on to the top 5 here, so I think that 40 car is still a bit fast, but not as fast as it should be without damage. As it looks like she might get passed by Stravasova here. No, she hangs on to 4th place for now. Gutierrez up to 6th place. Garrett 7th. Evans. And Costa has fallen all the way back into danger of being outside the top 10. Hey, look, there's Lee McThydig. The defending winner started last. He's already up to about 13th here. So, developing a good run somewhat for the 91, unlike his teammate, I guess. And yeah, now you can see that Wilson is kind of holding up the field here. Battle for second here. K-Meets trying to get it. Alvarez trying to hang on here on the outside lane. Sherman is starting to pull away now because of that. And Alvarez, oh, tight. Not letting K-Meats try to get it. Ooh. It's very close between these two, but it looks like K-Meats will be able to clear here. And Patrick K-Meats now slots into second place. Perhaps Travasta, though, is gaining, though. He's up to fourth place as Alvarez trying to get his second place back. Almost made contact with K-Meats there. They're really battling hard for second place behind. Shrivastava is now joining in on this battle. Gutierrez might join in soon, as well as Evans and the others. This is a tight battle here, and Montana Sherman is like, yeah, keep battling, guys. I'm just going to pull away here. As Alvarez looks like he might clear here into turn 3. Yes, he will. So he'll get back in second place. Here comes Shrivastava. He might take away third from K-Meats. Gutierrez is also here. So is Mark Evans. They might get around K-Meats here. He might be stuck on the outside. He might be in trouble. Seen it a bit in this race, where if you get stuck to that outside lane, you fall like a rock. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me again, sorry. But Sherman is gone right now. He's cruising right now. Looking for his first win as a rookie as Shrivastava gets around Alvarez here. He'll slot into second place now. Alvarez now trying to defend from Gutierrez. Ooh, that's tight. It's very tight. 44 just really looks tight off of turn 4. It looks like it could become bad very quickly for Alvarez, but he hangs on. He stays alive. And man, Shrivastava looks quick right now. He's cutting the gap down immensely. And he's not even in the top 10 of fastest cars right now. And it's because Sherman got a huge gap between him and second place as Evans now looks for third, and he'll get third. Oh, Sustry hard into the wall! Vebels as well also involved! And it looks like it might have just been those two right there. That could have been a big accident. Sustry with heavy damage. Did the pace car come out? Yes, it did. That's our second caution. As Sherman's teammate just got dumped right there. I don't think anybody else was involved in that somehow. That's impressive. But the caution is out for the second time today. Looked like said he might have just hit it there. I don't know what's going on with the sixth. It looks like they're pitting again. Before that, let's see what happened to Sustry there. And yeah, 3 wide. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Slides up a bit. Vebel's just trying to battle him, and he kind of just dumps him. Vebel's... I'm surprised this didn't become a bigger accident with Vebel sliding all the way up the racetrack. I mean, Garcia Ball kind of gets held up by that, but he didn't get any damage. And yeah, I think it's just kind of a racing deal right there. It was a bit tight in the middle there. With Sustry and Vebelst. And so we're under the second caution here today with Sustry probably going to get that damage repaired. And they're coming down pit road for the second time as well. This guy fucking forgot to start the event again. My bad. I forgot. Alright. What are you guys doing? Evans and Shrivastava. Giant Alvarez. Oh, looks like Shrivastava is going to beat out Sherman here. Very good pit stop by the 36, and he'll be your new leader here as Sherman will fall back to second. Evans holds on to third. Scarrett fourth. Gutierrez fifth. K-Meats sixth. And Alvarez 7th. Welcome back to Rockingham here. Pit stops are done. And we're about ready to restart here. We're almost halfway through this thing. Stravosova managed to get the lead off of pit road. Sherman back to second. Evans to third. Scarrett fourth. Gutierrez fifth. That is your top five. Kyler Sistry retired from the race due to all that damage he sustained. So unfortunate for him, as we're getting ready for the restart here. Oh dear. Anyways, pace car will pull in this time by Stravosova, who is currently second in points right now, looking to grab the points lead here. I know points don't really matter right now, but I mean they do, but it's kind of early in the season. Anyways, green flag is out. Stravosova with a great start, just pulling away here from Sherman. Evans with a bit of a slower start. Scarrett looks to be taking advantage of that. No, never mind, I guess. Looking for some room on the bottom, though. Looking to get by the 23 here. As Stravosova will lead the lap. Sherman trying to stay close, though. He cuts the gap a little bit there. But Evans is closing in a bit, so might be a bit of trouble there for Sherman to continue battling here as Alvarez moves up into 6th place. Stravosova showed his speed a bit earlier as he was trying to chase down the 15 here as Scarrett moves down to the inside, getting that 3rd place away from Evans here. Hasn't quite cleared yet. Now will. He's in prime position of getting by Stravosova if Sherman makes a move here. He hasn't quite gotten close enough to make a move just yet, but he is there. Montana Sherman is there as Scarrett slides up a little bit. He might actually make a move on Sherman here. He might just do it by himself. Peeked to the outside right there, trying to pull a crossover. And that's not going to quite work. Sherman will hold on to second, but he definitely lost a ton of ground to Stravosova there. Yeah. The gap grows a bit. And Sherman will have to work once again to try to close the gap down. Starting to get a little bit spread out here once again. Gutierrez and Alvarez. Be a bit of a battle here soon as Gutierrez slides up a bit. Sherman is closing the gap down once again as Alvarez getting around Gutierrez there behind. Sherman is closing the gap, but just not close enough to make any sort of move. Jonathan Marks now set the fastest lap. He's currently in 10th, so he's making up a ton of ground here. Oh, and he slides up big time right there. Whoa, contact! Oh! Whoa! Evans and Scarrett slid up there a ton right there, and that almost caused a big wreck. But they both keep it under control, and Scarrett holds on to 3rd. That was a bit scary right there, as it looks like Evans will drop back. He'll fall back to 5th place for now as Costa gets around him. Gutierrez also looking to get around as well. Has no room on the inside as Alvarez drops back on the high side. We are over halfway through this race. It's just like earlier. It's kind of, as we got another caution. Oh, Santori. Big damage. Or at least I think we got a caution. Is that not a caution? Pace car is not out. But I'm going to say that is a caution because there was a wreck. I don't know where Stravosova and Sherman were there. But I believe that will be our 3rd caution because of Santori wrecking, and he will be out of this race. Looks like Evans gets into the back of Santori, sends him up the hill, hard into the wall right there. Big contact. And I see why there was no caution, because he got into the wall. Evans got into the wall. None of them spun, and they kept it straight. But obviously, he's leaving a lot of fluid on the racetrack, and that's a reason. There's a reason for a caution right there. Evans did get some. Luke Evans, not Mark Evans, just to clarify. Got some damage in that. So that'll be the third caution of this race. And will they pit for a third time here? Seemingly, yes. Yeah, they will. Nobody once again staying out. This track is hard on tires, so it's very interesting. Maybe nobody wants to risk staying out and having worn tires. Oh, it almost happened again, where they collide in the pits, but no, we're good once again. I wonder if anybody changes their strategy here, though. Maybe take 2 tires instead of 4. That would be interesting. But it seems like nobody's doing that. Shrivastava already out of his pit stall. Sherman right there. Close, but no cigar. And Scared is off third. Evans didn't have a good stop. Mark Evans, to be exact. Looks like he'll fall back to 5th here. As Costa moves up to 4th. Caleb Blaine up to 6th place. Gutierrez 7th. Jonathan Marks 8th, right behind. Welcome back to Rockingham here. Base lights just went out, and we are about to go back green here soon. Once again, they pitted, and once again, Shrivastava won the race off of pit road, barely over Sherman. Scarrett to 3rd. Mark Evans did not have a good pit stop. He fell all the way back to 5th, as Costa also got around him. But that doesn't matter now, as Perab is still leading. Santori, as you saw, is now out of the race. Luke Evans is still in it, but now is the last car on the lead lap. Well, all drivers on the track are still on the lead lap. Nobody has gotten a lap down just yet. Haven't quite had a long enough green flag run for that to happen yet. But the pace car will pull in this time, once again. And Shrivastava will once again lead the field back to green here. We're back underway. Pretty even start there, as Sherman timed it perfectly right there. He got a good jump, staying with Shrivastava. Now looking for some room on the inside. Here comes Montana Sherman, trying to get his lead back. 3 wide behind Guerrero. McThydick, Garcia, Ball there being aggressive, and now Sherman will get his lead back. Scarrett moves up to 2nd. Trying to defend his also important points lead over Shrivastava. But Montana Sherman, beautiful restart there, beautiful jump. Gets around the 36. But Scarrett is not too far behind here. He's staying close with the 15. He might try to pounce on the opportunity for the lead. He hasn't quite done that yet. But Sherman is starting to pull away, pull a bit of a gap here. Nobody has quite made a move back here, at least if you're not named Mark Guerrero there, as he went 3 wide. Alvarez getting around Gutierrez here once again. Guerrero also getting involved in that. So is Lee McThydick. Whoa, tight. Tight off the corner right there. Scared is staying with the 15 here. As close as he can, at least, but not close enough to make a move just yet. As Evans makes a move on Costa behind. Moves up into 4th place. Trying to get his 3rd place back after he lost it on pit road. Jonathan Marks also a part of this, looking to make a move on the 46 here. He hasn't won since 1996. He's looking to break that streak. It's been quite a while for him. Looking to get one more win in his final season, as Wayne makes a move on Costa. Marks goes with him. Stays right behind the 46. And Caleb Lane might clear into turn 1 here. Yes, he will. So Caleb Lane, welcome to the top 5. And it looks like that top 5 is not going to last. Here comes Jonathan Marks. Moves down to the inside. And here comes the old man. Alvarez right behind him, his teammate. But it looks like Lane might actually hang on here. He will. Very impressive driving there by the 46. And he'll hang on to his top 5. Evans now moves back up to 3rd place as he finally gets around Stravosova. Sherman is starting to pull away some more. It's about a half a second lead, but still not a big enough lead to say that, oh, he's dominating this race, you know. And actually the gap shrunk there as Scarrett. That kind of cut the lead in half there. It's still Jonathan Marks with the fastest lap, but Sherman, 2nd fastest. That's a good sign for the 15 right there. As he looks to try to get his first ever RMS win in the books. Evans makes a move on Scarrett here. For 2nd, Mark Evans. Put him into 2nd place. It's going to be the veteran versus the rookie here. One has never won, one hasn't won in quite a while, to say the least. That's the 23, not the 32, 23. Oh, and Dick Patrick, what are you doing there? So he just kind of blows up, I guess. I guess there was also a problem with this. Oh, a lot of drivers had issues. 79, 28, 71. So Dick Patrick kind of blows up in the middle of the pack here. Oh, Evans almost collides with him. And he just barely misses pit road here. And, well, that engine is so blown up that he just has to stop in the middle of the racetrack. I'm just surprised that this somehow wasn't a caution because he was sitting on the racetrack. Got jump scared. But I guess no caution, so we stay green. I guess he was on the apron, so he was enough out of the way. Weird call by the officials. That was very dangerous, but Sherman's still leading here. Might be happy about that as he pulls away here. Almost a 1 second. Oh, never mind. I thought he was pulling away a little bit, but no, Evans closes the gap just a tad bit. Closing in on the rookie somewhat as he moves up to the outside lane a bit right there. Lap's starting to wind down here. It's going to be a close race to the end here, I would say. Not sure if they have to pit again. They might. They may have to, but we'll see in the coming laps here. Evans is staying with Sherman, though. He's following the same line as he is. As the top 2 start to pull away from Stravosova a little bit, as he got around Scarrett again. Scarrett looking to counterattack here soon. You don't want the guy second in points to take the points lead away from you. So he looks to the middle lane, looks for some room. There's no room. Moves down to the inside, though. He has room on the bottom. And, oh, Evans has closed up big time there. He is right there on the back bumper of the 17. But can he take the lead away? Oh, he slides up. He's looking for room on the outside. That might just ruined him. It might have just ruined him right there. Oh, he's got a big run on the outside. Oh, but he slides up, and that's going to take all his momentum away from him. Sherman looks like he'll hang on. For now, at least. There was some room on the outside right there for Evans, but I think it was better to go to the inside, and that was not a very smart move by the 23 at all. But he'll have to recuperate and try again at least. Looks like Jonathan Marks has caught up to these two right here. Said he had the fastest lap in this race so far. As he looks for some room on the inside right there. There's no room. Isn't really peaking that much, but Marks wouldn't mind getting one more win here at Rockingham. He got one a while ago. Owen McThydick is also up here, by the way. Looking to defend his win. He's quite a bit back, but still in the cards. Smith also into the top 10. Kind of struggled today. So is Dan Sedgwick. He's having a nice recovery. Even though he's not inside the top 10, he's just barely outside of it in 12th. Sherman continues to lead here. Evans hasn't quite recuperated yet and been able to catch up. Actually, he might be losing ground here. Scarrett is catching up to him. Oh, and he lost a lot of ground there. A lot of ground. So he might have just worn out those tires by making that move and sliding up the racetrack big time. But that he looks like he might have gained a ton of ground there, though. Going down the backstretch there. We'll just have to see what timing and scoring says. He did cut the gap down a little bit. Just a tad bit. Not close enough to make a move just yet. But he is lurking. He's in the presence of Sherman. Not quite enough to make a move like before, but just to intimidate the rookie a little bit. How's the gap? It shrinks a little bit more, but not as big as last time, I would say. As Jonathan Marks now takes over 4th place. 19 car. Having a strong run as Owen McThydick also takes away 5th place. The last 2 winners here so far. Scarrett has caught up to Evans. We might have a battle for 2nd here. That might help Sherman. As Scarrett looks for room on the outside. He slid up a little bit. That's going to ruin him once again. That outside lane is just not working out so well. In turns 1 and 2, that's for sure. And he'll lose a little bit of ground on the 23 here. As Marks now makes a move for 4th place here. Or, excuse me, 3rd place. He might have a chance to steal this one. He has the fastest car on the track. Reminder. There's a chance. There might be a chance. Oh, and as he slides up, I say that, he slides up. Scarrett might have a chance to take 3rd place back immediately. Not enough of a run. Oh, no, never mind. He does. He's going to get his 3rd place back. 30 laps to go. It's still Sherman leading. It's still Evans in 2nd. Evans has cut the gap down somewhat, but still not close enough to get on the back bumper of that 15 and take the lead away. Gap shrinks more. He's definitely there. As Scarrett looks like Owen McThydick is going to try to take 4th place away. Look at that. Some great driving there by the defending winner here. There might be a chance for those two to get a win here. If maybe something bad happens to Mark Evans and Montana Sherman. Kind of grew the lead out there a little bit as Evans went a little bit higher there. It's between these two right now. Everybody else doesn't matter. For now, at least. You feel Evans is just right there. He's just waiting to make a move. Oh, he might make it here. Bump and run. Bump and run. Not quite. He got very close. He couldn't quite make a move there. Does he make a move down the backstretch? No, it looks like Sherman might be blocking here. He is blocking. He's blocking hard against Mark Evans right there, and that's going to help him a ton. He pulls a little bit of a gap between him and the 23 again. But the gap didn't grow a ton right there. Evans is still in striking distance. Scarrett trying to hold on to 3rd place meanwhile. Evans peeks down to the inside. Does he have any room? No, he has no room. So he'll stay right behind Sherman again. And Sherman gets a good drive off of turn 4. He pulls a bit of a gap again. It's still the same gap, though. Actually, it shrunk a bit. So it looks to me, Evans is better in turns 1 and 2, and Sherman is better in turns 3 and 4. Oh, and Caleb Lane just blew up. 46 just blew up. And it looks like he'll make it to pit road just fine, so we stay green. But tough luck there for Caleb Lane. And that's not who I wanted. Sherman still hanging on to this lead. By just a slim margin, though. How much longer can he hang on? Can he hang on for 20 plus more laps? Oh, Evans got a better drive off the corner right there. This might be Mark Evans' chance here. He's still not close enough to make a move. Sherman is just trying to block here and trying to hang on to his lead. Nope. Here comes Evans. He has room here this time. He's not close enough, though. Sherman is going to hang on here. We're coming up on 20 laps to go here soon, and this race is tight. It's a tight race here for the lead. Scare it. Oh, he got moved by a lap car. Lap traffic might get in the way here. Jackson Maine is a lap down here as Evans once again tries again in turn 3. It's not going to work. Sherman hangs on. Oh man, if Jackson Maine gets in the way, that's going to be very interesting to watch. 21 laps to go. Sherman still hanging on to the lead. Looks like Fleet Cruz had to head to pit road for some reason. Might be pit stops. Might be time for pit stops here, folks. Watch out for that. And is it? I don't know. It seemed like Sherman was going to pit there as Evans went way up high. Looked like he was trying to get out of the way. And yeah, there are pit stops happening. People are pitting. Oh, and it looks like, well, we might be, are we under caution? We are. Caution is out. That might have just saved Sherman right there a bit. A late race yellow with 20 to go. What happened here? So Rena was pitting, and Jason Maine and Pureb Srivastava, no, not Pureb, that's Garcia Ball. Make contact here as Maine slides up. That car was very tight on him, I guess. And they continue to make contact and send each other around. Oh, Perkins just barely misses it. Vebels also misses it. Everyone's seemingly managing to miss it, except for 00, I guess. When does he get involved? There's the 00, so how does he get involved in this small little accident? Oh, just a bit of contact right there with Maine as he was kind of sliding up the track again, and Luke Evans gets involved in that. I don't know how the hell S.G. Craig went like 22 laps down, but this is our 4th caution of the race. And it's a doozy. Oh, I have to deal with the damaged cars. What does Fleet Cruz do here? He might stay out, as he just pitted. But he's 2 laps down, so... He'll get the wave around, though. I'll put him back 1 lap down, so that's good for him. But anyways, tight between these two. Sherman, Evans. Sherman and Evans into the pit stalls. Lap cars stay out. So is it Maine or Fleet? I'm not sure. Should it be Rena? Rena went a lap down. Jason Maine and 00 are going to retire. Tight race. Oh, contact! Seji was trying to get into his stall right there, and Mark Evans made contact with him. But Sherman will be the first one off a pit road. Oh, what's going on here? Why is Reno staying up? Oh, yeah. because he's the last car on the lead lap. Can I wave him around? I'm gonna wave him around because I don't want any last cars on the lead lap. Oh dude, did I mess up? I might have messed up. Welcome back to Rockingham here, as I have caused some confusion and delay here perhaps. I'm trying to wave around Reno here, but I think it's because it's one to go here. He's not getting around the base car here. Now he finally does. But it's going to be too late for the 31 there, unfortunately, but we're back. As you saw on pit road, Seji and Evans made contact as Sherman won the race off of pit road. We got lap traffic this time, so it'll be interesting to see how that will affect the race here, as we're going to be back under green. Under 20 laps to go. Sherman leads the field back underway. Oh, and Jackson Maine is already being aggressive. 3 wide! And Sherman is going to get out of the way immediately. Evans kind of got held up right there. Might be in a bit of trouble. Smith, not a great restart there by Riley Smith. Does he have an issue? Looks like he's heading back to pit road again. So I don't know what's going on with the 98. I don't know what... If Riley Smith stayed out, I don't know what he's doing. As he heads back to pit... Oh, and the big one! A big accident! That's a lot of cars. Costa is involved. Parsons is involved. Oh, Gutierrez, Guerrero. Garcia Ball. So I think that was caused by Smith heading to pit road. Everybody does a great job getting by him here, so what happens? Is it Guerrero that... Oh, it is Guerrero. He catches the outside wall, gets into Gutierrez. Seji kind of turned him as well, and this is going to cause a massive, massive accident. Costa, there's K-mates getting involved. Gutierrez getting into Parsons. Borkington, I think, just barely missed that. Larson goes tumbling. Skippy Larson. Ronnie Martin also getting involved. Garcia, Ball. I almost flipped over Guerrero there. So wild ride for Skippy Larson there. I'm not even sure how that happened with the 22 ending up upside down. Well, it was contact there with Gutierrez sending him into Geoff Jordan and sending him upside down. Perkins also got involved in that, as he went spinning into the grass. It's not a lot of clean race cars now because of that. Oh. What is going on back? Oh. Bit of a stack up here. What is going on? I think Vevelst. Haven't had stack ups all day. Why did everybody lose brain cells here? Is there another accident? Oh. Logan Polherchick. Alina McThida gets into Polherchick and sends the 24 into the outside wall. I don't know what that was for. Why did he do that? And as the 24 goes sliding down the racetrack, Vevelst makes contact, and I think that's already when they cross the line for the caution, so very goofy situation there, and I think that's why there was a stack up, and that's why some unfortunate standbys got involved. Welcome back to Rockingham. It's been a wild couple laps here, as there was some contact under caution. Owen McThydig turned Pullhart Chick into the outside wall, and that kind of caused another wreck. I'm sure the officials won't be happy about that, but it's all been figured out here. Sherman set ready for 10 more laps here at Rockingham. That big one took a lot of drivers out, as you can see. As the pace car will pull in this time by. 10 more laps to go for Sherman. Can he get the win? Or can Evans somehow manage to beat him? Green flag is out. And Sherman gets a nice jump there. Evans kind of impeded by some damage he got. As Sherman will lead them all down the back straightaway, or at least the few that are left. Scarrett looking to get second place here, though. As Travastova trying to get around Aline McThydig here. And Scarrett, looking to make the move on Evans, and he will. So Ryan Scarrett now moves up into second place. Travastova also looking to get around Evans here, almost turned him. But Evans manages to hang on and stay clear of the 36. As here he comes, Travastova trying to stay close to Scarrett here. Ooh, big check up on the inside right there. That might help Evans. No, never mind. He's slid up a ton. Scarrett is chasing down Sherman here, so we might have a battle for the lead here soon. 3 wide behind, meanwhile, as... Oh, Evans is just falling like a rock here. Stuck out way on the high side, and he pays the price for it. It's still Sherman leading, though. It's still him showing the way right now. Scarrett trying to catch up, but he's still not close. Slides up a little bit, maybe trying to take the middle lane. Laps ticking down. Scarrett did close a ton right there in turns 1 and 2. Sherman might be in a bit of trouble here. But he is better in 3 and 4. Any slow cars? Garcia Ball, he's slow. So he will probably be parked. Scarrett is there, though. Scarrett looking to take the lead. He peeks down low. No room there. I believe we got 5 laps to go now. Sherman's trying to hang on. Scarrett's trying to get the win. Does he have room here this time, though? Had a bit of a run right there, but Sherman is going to hang on once again. Scarrett is still there, though. Scarrett is still there, posing a threat to the 15. Oh, it looks like Scarrett might have gotten a better drive off the corner there. I believe it's now 3 to go. Oh, and Sherman slides up big time there. That might not help him. Here comes Ryan Scarrett. Scarrett's going to take the lead because of that. What happened there, Sherman? He slid up a ton. Maybe it's the older tires. And his chances of winning might be done here. 2 laps to go here for Scarrett. Sherman's at least trying to hang on to second here. That was a big mistake by the 15 there. As he's still fighting with Travastova, trying to clear. And he just can't. His tires might be completely worn out. As Scarrett comes around, he'll see the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go for Ryan Scarrett. Just out of nowhere to take the win away from Sherman, who dominated the last half of this race. He dominated. But he won't get the win. He'll end up in 3rd. As coming out of turn 4, Ryan Scarrett is going to get his 2nd win of his career at the Rock. Just a wild finish to this race. Scarrett, the points leader, ends up victorious, though.